What's something small you can start doing today to better yourself?
Jeko Flamethrower says try to do a random act of kindness for a stranger every day.
This Still Life says do your dishes before you go to bed. Waking up with a clean kitchen is a great feeling.
Light Night 7777 says allocate time more directly to maintenance of my body and home. I lost 100 pounds this year. All due to diet. I could be a lot healthier if I added 30 minutes of exercise. Then there's my house. After I lost my wife, I had a lot of trouble motivating myself to clean, and now certain rooms are really needing it. If I could allocate even just an hour a day to it, I would eventually be able to get back to regular maintenance rather than feeling helpless every time I open the door to one of those rooms. Lastly, reading. I desperately want to get back into it, and I've succeeded a couple times and loved it. But college broke my spirit of habitual reading, and I'm not sure how to get it back.
Irwin Legend says make a budget and stick to it. It can change your life dramatically for the better.
Jay Sakwe says write down the stuff you've been putting off and schedule yourself time specifically to get them done. It will keep your mind free from having to constantly remind yourself, and once the task is completed, you're free.
Do you think says call your loved ones, especially the ones who have loved you even through your shit times?
NBJT says forgive your past self and learn from your previous mistakes. Also you can improve others' lives by saying thanks, it goes a long way.
SLE says take deep, controlled breaths.
Roxham says set a schedule. It doesn't have to be set in stone, but a general idea of how your day will go will help alleviate stress and anxiety. It's an Oak Robinson says give someone else a compliment at least once a day. It's as simple as noticing the guy next to you has a stylish tie, or that your coworker's homemade lunch looks tasty. Besides, it always seems to end up making someone's day, and the effort required is so small. Edit. I'm so proud that this is my most upvoted comment ever. Grinning face with clenched teeth, and thanks for the gold.
Just Joe Shiner around says if it takes less than a few minutes to do and you're doing absolutely nothing, do it.
Hemifield Soft Green says get at least 30 minutes of exercise a day, as simple as taking a walk.
NEZN 5991 says set a sleep schedule and try to stick with it. Waking up at the same time every day was one of the best things I've started doing.
Emin262 says make more time to hang out with my friends and be there for them. Recall says start doing simple exercises that don't require any equipment. Walking, running outside, push-ups, sit-ups. Edit. I guess not really simple, as most of them require a certain technique so you don't hurt yourself in the long run. But it doesn't cost money. It's something you can do at home if you don't have the time to go to the gym, or combine going to the gym with exercises at home. Good luck to anyone trying something like this. There is a good link in the replies here to a useful website about this. Link. Thanks to you, the zero of me Easter.
Midra says to finally start looking for a therapist. I know it sounds ridiculous, but even working up the motivation to go online and search for one is hard. I keep telling myself I'll do it and I'm perfectly capable of doing it and have the time to do it, but then I just don't.
Darling, that says read a book for at least 10 minutes a day. Edit. Wow, thanks for the gold. I'm a firm believer that anyone can love reading. They just have to find their genre. I'm currently working on Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov, but a few of my favorites are Austen's Sense and Sensibility, Emma, and Pride and Prejudice, Hawthorne's Scarlet Letter, and Saint-Exupéry's Little Prince. I try to follow Aristotle's idea that it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Read fun things, read hard things, but never make your reading list an echo chamber. Challenge your mind and reward yourself with fun reads too. It will grow your vocabulary, your ability to reason, and your worldview. Steps off soapbox.
Jude Ningrich says start putting zero away from each paycheck into a savings account. Don't look at that money. Don't touch that money. That money may as well not exist. Repeat every paycheck, bumping it up as opportunity affords you.
Paul Wesley 91 says start by writing down a goal, Then make a list of smaller achievable milestones on the way to reaching that goal.
84 Sheepdog says great suggestions. Hope people looking for motivation find it. That does it for my gold train. But you guys keep paying it forward. Happy holidays.
The Defected says don't worry about what other people think. If you do anything, do it for yourself.
Alex Fagreet 7 says just try and be nicer to people. Don't fake it, just general niceness. Put that positive shit out there and it will follow. Edit. Wow, this is a really great post op. Gold everywhere and everybody is happy, haha.
Yeeti says take a break from screens every so often. I work in front of a computer, so I know my terrible eyes are only going to get worse. Anything I can do to help them I will.
Fearless Rahubab says pick an interesting sounding book. Read it for a few minutes a day.
Aston Silicon says been really depressed lately. I have always wanted to start a hobby where I could work with my hands. I decided to get into woodworking and my main goal is to build an arcade cabinet from scratch this upcoming year. I also started looking into getting more serious about hiking. Edit. Wow, thanks for all the comments. I actually made the decision last week and already purchased my first batch of tools. Drill impact driver set, circular saw and a jigsaw. I have a buddy who is experienced in woodworking kind of guiding me from afar since he lives in a different state. But I did find that our woodworking, arcade and our hiking to be very helpful. My first project is going to be building a pegboard for my garage and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yuta Gentle says say nice things to the people around you. Even small ones, like thank you, well done, good job, etc. Edit. Wow, first Reddit gold ever. Thank you so much, that's very kind of you.
Infamous Hat says give 5 compliments a day and make them all different. Brightening up someone else's day is always a great way to boost your mood and confidence.
Deleted. Says working out more often. I'm really bad with that. Football Fantatic says save $1 for every time I'm negative. Maybe start with test SH 10 and then gradually increase it to or until you are cured of being overly negative or you have enough money saved from this to do something you've been really wanting to do. Deleted. Says practice mindfulness for just 15 minutes a day. You can do it throughout the day. Maybe 3 times for 5 minutes. To do this, you basically try to be aware of yourself and your surroundings. Notice what is near you. Notice where you are. Notice why you are there, or why your feet or arms are in a certain position. Notice why you might be feeling sad or angry or even happy. Mindfulness builds patience, and makes you more empathetic toward people. It helps you become aware of other people, and helps you learn how to communicate to them better.
Isita Vertulet says try to formulate a way you might be able to start letting go of past pain. Edit. OMG, my first gold. Thank you, kind stranger.
Temertron says drink more water. Deleted. Says getting enough sleep can do wonderful things, or so I hear.
RoseGirl94 says think positively. I really dislike my job, but I try to find the little things that make it not so bad, and it improves my mood tremendously. Hate waking up at 4:30 am. At least I get to see the sunrise. Smiling face with squinting eyes. Edit. What do I do with gold LOL?
ARW1710 says honestly, if you're anything like me, then meditating. Start every day with 10 minutes of meditation and it will help bundles in calming you down and allowing you to think rationally throughout the day. And then BSP. Edit. Well, this blew up. My inbox is going crazy. 2 things. 1. Yes, it's tough to start off with 10 minutes of meditation. My point was that 10 minutes is more than enough. So if you target that to be your ceiling, that's all you need. But meditation is ridiculously tough and much harder than people actually think it is. So as others have recommended, starting off with 2-3 minutes and then building up isn't a bad idea. 2. I can definitely see people falling asleep during meditation. And initially, that's not even a bad thing because the whole point of it is calmness and clarity of thoughts. But if you push yourself a little bit consciously, you can maintain that clarity of thought even while you stay awake and keep yourself aware. Remember, inhale, 1, and then breathe out, 2, then 3, 4, then 5, 6. Keep counting so that your attention is on your breathing and you will have a difficult time falling asleep but an easier time from there on focusing on something.
KoshiOSRS says clean your house or room. At the very least just what you can see. It is the only way I can get out of a rut. Thanks for gold. My first ever. I have a horribly anxious mind. Just tidying up helps me move on to the next step. Hodl My Moon says spend 5 minutes picking up the room you are in. Do that 2 or 3 times a day and eventually you'll get into the habit and keeping things clean. And X200B, edit. Thanks to whoever gave me gold. Spreading the positive vibes my boy. And X200B, second edit. Completely rearranged my room. Still got a bit of cleaning left to do but it feels great walking into my room now. Feels like I'm in a new room all over again. Very refreshing. And X200B, third edit. This is the kind of vibes we need leading into the new year. I hope for the best for you guys next year and may many blessing be in store for you guys. Also, get to cleaning boys and girls.
Prestonus Evil says brush your teeth twice a day. It is incredibly important you keep good dental hygiene.
G3RU1A says start your day with some stretching exercises. Got also happy cake day : D edit : I went to bed last night with 4K karma and woke up to this. Jesus just, thank you : D.
Physics says pick up a book. Read for fun.
Deleted, says force yourself to look at things situations with reason and logic rather than knee-jerk emotional responses.
Shaki J101 says spend less time on social media and more time with real people.
Thaladi Thunderfunk says put moisturizer with some SPF on your face. Edit, yes, even in winter. Yes, even if you're darker skinned. Y'all are jumping right over the word moisturizer.
Father Dan the Man says I used to be addicted to soda and drank an unhealthy amount. Now I just drink water all day and occasionally have soda as a treat now and then. I feel a lot better and less groggy without all the soda. Edit. Thanks for the gold, silver, and all the upvotes. Who knew a post about me kicking a bad habit would get so much attention?
Bumpugly says forgive yourself for not starting yesterday. Temertron says smile more when you're out in public. You'd be amazed how many people respond well to it until you actually start doing it.
Contemptibles says take a minute to write down 3 things you're grateful for. No matter how small they are, it really helps put things in perspective. They can be anything from having a bed to sleep in to getting all the green lights on the way to work to good coffee.
Uphill Down says learn to play a stringed instrument. Something as simple as a ukulele can provide loads of fun and stress relief.
James 1214 says to whoever needs it, put down that cigarette. You can do it. This random person believes in you. Cold turkey right now. Let's go. Edit. I'm not and have never been a smoker, so I can't imagine how hard it is to quit. But I thought if I could give even one person a little push to give it up with my comment, then that's worth it to me.
Taj889 says look yourself in the mirror and smile. I know it can be hard sometimes, but life is too short to not be bringing positive energy to your life. Much love everyone.
Sly1 Ryan says set a goal to think of 3 good things that happened to you throughout the day, and write them down.
DC says eating better I suppose. Also happy cake day AOP.
Fabulous says don't hit the snooze button. The hardest part of getting up is sitting up. Move and you'll keep going. Edit. Thanks for the gold kind stranger. And my first silver. Yippee! Zhang Daying says journaling. I haven't done it in a bit, but when I journal and stick to it, it's usually the best part of my day. I also love going back, reading my old journals, and reflecting on my past and understanding how I've grown since then. Also, make a Goodreads account and log the books you've read and get recommendations for new books to read. While reading itself doesn't make me a better person, I found that having a productive hobby like reading makes me a happier person, instead of just laying around and watching too much Netflix. Edit. Gold and silver? Wow.
Korean Kimchi I says comment section me looking like the Colorado Gold Rush. Edit. Oh my god, I went from being the only one without gold nuggets during the rush to now having 2 for my first gold. Thank you so much, Red Heart.
Back to Box says find something good to say and share it with others. If you can't think of anything positive to add to daily conversation, consider saying nothing until you do.
Improvised HAT says no screen time before bed, sub. In a couple pages of reading to put you to sleep, your dreams will thank you.
Pikapun says try to do something new once a day, even the smallest of things you've never done.
Art Teacher No One says being mindful of how you do things and being more organized.
Alex GMR says if you consider your diet lacking, you can pick a single fruit and get determined to eat one of that fruit each day. It can either be consumed as is, or in the form of juice, but it should be fresh either way. It's not a really big deal, it only takes a few minutes from your day, but if you do it systematically, the extra vitamins and fibers from that one fruit will help your organism, and will definitely benefit you more than not eating fruit at all. Edit, happy cake day from me as well. Also, many thanks for the gold.
Slap Chicken says start eating more healthy.
ITZVTX says believe in yourself.
Matzo Baller says start meditating. Even 10 minutes a day will make a difference.